The word alpha in this game's title must refer to the latest development stage it made it to. Alpha Protocol is Obsidian Entertainment's first original IP and an action-based stealth RPG. The stealth element to this game involves sneaking up on unsuspecting guards and singing a sweet lullaby into their ears until they fall asleep. The gunfights are pretty unbalanced with only a few weapons that are actually silenceable, because when I'm sneaking around a large group of guards, instead of moving past them and taking out the one blocking the exit with my silent shotgun, I want it to go off, alerting everyone who is not furiously jerking off to hardcore death metal at the moment to come looking for me. Sega has said that it won't be developing the game's sequel if they have one, which is good because the relationship between the two companies was like that of a domestic couple going through a divorce, with Obsidian claiming that it needed just a little more time to finish, and Sega said it gave it all it could and they would just try a little harder next time. The plot centers around your character, Michael Thornton, and his various interactions with people on covert assignments. Now, Michael himself is customizable to the point where you can have him wear a backwards hat, or a beanie, or a forwards hat with a small beard or a medium beard. Once you've chosen how your character would look, mine appearing as Tom Hanks did in the movie Castaway, you can start your adventure meeting people you are not sure you can trust, but you want to be on their good side. Which reminds me more of the first day of high school instead of any Bond film. The game has optional romance that does not accumulate until later in the game with up to 4 women, so while the world is in crisis, Michael was always sure to get lucky. There is an achievement for not having a girl, but let's face it, Sega, we play awful games like this because we have unlocked that achievement in reality. You should give us the option to unlock an achievement for going out and finding us a real girl instead of just one of your 4 boobs with women attached. This game is strictly linear, with a few choices in where you go, placing you in the generic plot settings of Middle Eastern Iraqistan, Advanced Asian Town, Historical Europe, and Clusterfuck Russia, where behind every goddamn corner is 12 pissed-off Nico Bellics. In this game, you are given the options to control what happens via button presses in the cutscenes, deciding the fate of most bosses in the game. So those kindly people can spare those who just sent wave after wave to murder you, while the bloodthirsty psychopaths can enjoy rubbing one out, leaving the already shady world of private practice espionage agents with a nice set of human skin housing. The normal person will probably choose one path in the middle, executing several people, namely the ones that chase you with helicopters and blaring SMGs, also saving some, namely the Russian 15-year-old whom everyone wishes was 18, who incidentally is the only piece of tail in this game you cannot show to GoldenEye's tunnel of unnecessary humping. Even though there is a perfect segue for it, in fact, in a character-swapped version of the same scene, you get it on like Donkey Kong. In the last mission, you get your big revenge because guess what? You were betrayed by the people who sent you out in the first place. So going in the generic government compound, you now have to shoot your way through the people that earlier in the game were offering you high fives and flowers. Making it through, you start to encounter bosses based off the people in the compound and how much in particular they like you. Making it to your old boss, you were given no less than 3, count them, 3 chances to finish them off before he calls in an assassin, whom you may or may not have banged like a drum just a few moments earlier. Then you move to the owner of the big scary corporation who's been interrogating you in cutscenes this entire game, and a fight ensues. Afterwards, you are given the chance to strike down your father and complete your journey to the dark side. I mean join him and rule the world of arms dealing. Which should be an obvious hell no to anyone who is not mentally retarded. But if you decided to accept him, he betrays you again. Starting to see a pattern here? And you end up killing him. Then you ride off into the sunset and contemplate exactly how many hours you wasted trying to get through this game. Also, yes, there are gadgets that I never had to use, and hacking is the most difficult thing next to watching your severed manhood get diced by a blender then made into a milkshake. Ladies and gentlemen, Alpha Protocol, a game wanting so bad to be a Bond game it forgot that the last good Bond game was on the N64.